So, I think that most people are missing the most important stretch they should be doing. So they're stretching their neck and their head, or their shoulders up here, and their hips and their low back doing mobility drills. And here's the thing, is they're stretching and trying to gain mobility in a joint that's already mobile. So instead of targeting the joint that's immobile and stuck, they're trying to get more mobility out of the joint that's already working pretty well. And what they're missing is stretching the middle in that rib cage, because their rib cage is stuck and not moving. So because of that, they're trying to get double the mobility out of a joint that's mobile instead of fixing the problem of a stuck rib cage. So we're going to be doing some stretching for that rib cage in just a little bit, because I do not want you guys to have a stuck rib cage. So we're going to start by stretching the shoulders and then work our way down into the rib cage. First stretch we're going to do, and you can do these along with me and see if it makes you feel a little looser, a little bit more mobile in your spine. First thing we're going to do is a bear hug stretch. So for this, you're going to reach around, grab your shoulders with each hand. Now if you can't reach your shoulders, you can grab your upper arm as well. Try and reach around as far as you can though. This is called a bear hug stretch. From here, you're going to drop your shoulders down, try to pull your shoulders apart. You should feel that stretch right in here between your shoulder blades. So reaching around, grabbing, and holding that stretch. We're going to hold all these stretches for 20 to 30 seconds. You should feel that opening up your upper back. So we're just loosening up a little bit of the muscles around your shoulders just to get them warmed up, and then we'll move down into the rib cage. A lot of times people who have low back pain have a stiff rib cage and don't even realize it. I know for me, I thought that I had shoulder issues before, or that my shoulders were stuck when it was actually more my rib cage. So a lot of my neck difficulties were actually coming from lower down, more foundationally from my upper body. So I found it helped me a lot. Hopefully it helps you a lot too. And relax. Now we're going to stretch the traps, which run right here along your neck. You're going to put your hand in your pocket or grab onto your pant leg. And that just keeps this shoulder from going anywhere. From here, you're going to bring your opposite ear to your shoulder, feeling a stretch along the top of your neck. Should be just a gentle stretch. Go slowly. You don't want to pull on this very quickly, because you can actually cause a nerve pull if you go fast. Some people call that a stinger or a burner. If you've ever moved your head really quickly or jolted your head to the side, you know what that feels like. Let me know if you have ever had that happen to you. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear a story of what happened that caused that. So I can use this hand to help hold down that shoulder, or I can gently push on my neck, feeling just gentle stretch in that shoulder. For me, when I had that happen, I used to train in martial arts, so I got kicked in the head and jolted my neck to the side real quickly, so I had that stinging, burning sensation. So grabbing onto your pant leg, gently pulling your head to the side, feeling a stretch in your neck in this trap up here. Now the traps actually go all the way down to your middle back, but we're stretching the upper portion of it first, and then we'll go down into the lower back. So we're going to be working into that rib cage. Now later on, you will need a chair or a bench, or really anything that's about seated level. So just have one of those available around you. Now we're going to stretch the front of the shoulders and upper chest. So you're going to bring your hands behind your back, pushing your hands to the back. Now if you want to, you can grab onto something and then step away as well. So I like to do this one, pushing my hands to the back, Feeling a stretch here in the front of my chest and shoulder. So pushing back. And we're gonna hold this for 20-30 seconds. Now all of these we're holding on the stretch because we want to actually get the muscle used to holding that length. We're recalibrating the nerves and the proprioceptors of your body. Now, if you don't want, if you don't know what a proprioceptor is, it just means the parts of your body that send signals to your brain, letting your limbs know various things about where it is in space, like pressure, tension, the amount of force going through the tendon and the muscle. So we're recalibrating all those by stretching. All right, now we're gonna stretch the lats, which run along the back of your arm, across your rib cage down into your low back. So for this, you're gonna need just something to grab onto, like a doorpost, door frame. So grabbing over the top of your head, and then stepping away with the same foot, feeling that stretch along here. Now, if you don't have something to grab onto, you can just do it like this in space, but it's a little bit better stretch if you can hold on to something and then lean away. Feeling that stretch along your rib cage all along here. Now, this is not stretching the rib cage directly, but it's the muscle that attaches along that. Sometimes it will attach up at the shoulder blade, sometimes not. It depends on the person. For some people, it will attach that to that shoulder blade. Some people it won't. Depends on your genetics. Holding that stretch, doing some upper body stretching, and then we'll go into the rib cage. So a lot of people have tight rib cages and don't even realize it, because what they feel is they feel that in the neck and the low back. So they might have a stiff neck or a stiff low back, and they think they need to stretch those, when really the thing that's tight and locked up and immobile is the rib cage. So they try and work on mobility in their low back, when really what they need is mobility in their rib cage. So stretching along the lats. I like doing the lat stretch before the rib cage stretch, because if your lats are tight, it's hard to stretch that rib cage because you'll feel it in the lats first. So stretching those lats. Now try and not drop your hips back. Try and keep your hips forward so you're really getting that full stretch into the lats. All right, so for the rib cage, you are going to need a chair or a bench, something that you can put your elbows on. So I'm gonna grab a bench, but a chair works just fine. It's just as good. So all you need is a flat surface that's stable that you can put your elbows on. What you're gonna do is put your elbows right at shoulder width, and you're gonna walk your feet back to where you're able to bring your chest down towards the ground, okay? So this is going to be opening up that rib cage. So elbows here, you can put your hands together, and from here, you're gonna try to drop your chest down to the ground. Now, if you can only go down to about here, that's okay. Trying to go as low as you can. I'm really trying to extend through that rib cage. So it's not so much an arm stretch. That's why we wanted to stretch those lats first. I'm trying to just push my chest down. Taking deep breaths in, deep breaths out. We're actually using your breath to help loosen up that rib cage. You might feel that up here in your upper back, and that's good. That's those joints that attach in your thoracic spine that actually are loosening up as we do this. So we're gonna hold this position, try and take deep breaths in, deep breaths out. You can count 10 breaths, and that's usually about 20 seconds. If you're taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out, about a second per. Now, this might feel real intense. Just go to where you feel a stretch, but no pain. Now, if it's too much of a lat stretch, you can put your hands down and try it this way to take a little bit of the pressure off of your lats. Just make sure you're really driving your chest down and forward into the ground to open up that rib cage. So that's the most important stretch I think you should be doing. Try it, see how it feels, see if you feel a little bit better in your low back and upper neck. I would do that once a day, every day for a week, and see if you don't notice a difference. So if you like these live streams and want to see more, I host them on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Hope to see you guys there.